Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 11.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. In motion, the tight end.
11 Tommy.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Here we go.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Here's Burrow. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30, the 40, past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens. Well, there you go. They gave up the score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Burrow will throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now Burrow on 1st down. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 32 that time. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. It's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst from 10 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Ravens are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Jackson. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 31 yards. As his guys have now moved out in front. Tucker with the extra point. The lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. So that'll be no better than an incompletion at its 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Eluding the pressure right. That is taken in by Hurst. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
In Hayden Hurst's only year as the unquestioned starter, he had 571 yards and 6 touchdowns for Atlanta. The Bengals, they remembered him when he was a player with the Baltimore Ravens and liked his game. So when they needed a new starter, he was their choice, and he gets them a 1st down here.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
And touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase from 19 yards away. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. His 1st catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 more there and another 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. And he fires one incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson now. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Tucker's kick is good, and with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator, but Mike.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Down for Ray. Coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Burrow. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In motion, left goes Boyd.
11 mighty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 3rd down.
That's a really good job in execution. good at giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. That'll give him 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it, because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Mixon with a first down carry, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. David Ojabo in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
It always feels like good players fall to the Ravens on draft day. And David Ojabo is the latest example of a draft steal. Big-time potential and had a breakout season 2021 in Michigan.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And did he get in? No! They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Mixon looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity. Play action. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mixing up the middle. And he's got a Bengals first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Adafe Owe so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And now they will throw it with Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here we go.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the...
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
From the 29, Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. of the gun. It's Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Jackson. Man, it's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Let's take it in by Duvernay. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Burrow. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability there to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 11-90. Here's Burrow. incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
Throwing, Burrow. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So this defense, they look a little shaky to start the drive. They're away from finishing it off.
They're often a little bit on this drive dead now. But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Going for the deep ball. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. One last shot for Jackson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And some room to work. And that will write a finish to this ball game.